St. Mary's defensively, we have Diamond Simpson here defending out on the wing. Freeze it right here. We see an overplay here, trying to force the ball back to the right side. Now, the two men inside have got to be ready to help. Omar and Lucas Walker both have to squeeze the ball handler.
All right, so out of the timeout, we'll see if St. Mary's can find an answer here. They haven't scored a basket in over 9 minutes. Standing back, of course, to the close of the first half. Walker out of control. Samhan bumped and then fouled by Rayhan. Eric, I'm flashing back to a comment when I spoke to Randy Bennett. He made a line that really stands out now. He said, you know, one of the things about losing Patty Mills, he said, he occupied a lot of the other team's scouting. You know, everybody's scouting was always designed to stop Patty Mills, and it gave some freedom, obviously, to other players.
Now, as an opposing coach, you're going to be able to zone in on these other players' strengths and weaknesses and try to take advantage of mismatches at both ends of the floor.
Really, to me, that's really ringing true in this stretch of the game here as Walker inside contested. And a little frustrated, perhaps, there was no whistle. Blocked shot, Santa Clara with the ball. And the other obvious loss of a guy like Mills is when you go through a stretch like this where you have a guy that you can count on to score for you. Now you're not sure where you're going for points. As Bryant loses the handle, Samhan starts walking. Here's what St. Mary's needed, a fast break basket. They don't get it. Samhan's tip, no, and Foster comes out with the ball. So even in transition, the Gales denied.
St. Mary's really out of sorts offensively and struggling to get a decent look or a shot on goal.
They've not scored a field goal since there were 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first half. So coming up here on almost 11 minutes since their last field goal.
St. Mary's going extremely big with Allen and Omar Samhan together.
Oh, and how about that tough shot by Rayhan and Kerry Keating. And another move he obviously learned at the feet of Ben Howland after a made basket takes a timeout.
Santa Clara's playing excellent help defense. St. Mary's trying to get the ball inside, and we can see the defensive help by John Bryant. He notices the ball, comes on the lob pass, and forces a difficult shot, trying to get Lucas Walker to shoot over an extended hand.
There's the score.
Offensively, but obviously you cannot argue with what UCLA has done in Ben Howland, so Coach Keating's just carrying on that tradition.
Well said, Eric. Now off the timeout, there's the drought-breaking score. Hughes feeding inside to Ben Allen.
And that's why I don't like it. It gave Coach Bennett an excellent offensive mind, regroup his team. St. Mary's was struggling to score, and Santa Clara had all the momentum, and it stopped by a timeout.
Inside, Santos got himself a shot. Denied. Hughes heading it up the floor to McConnell, and McConnell scores. So a couple of quick hoops in transition.
I don't like that timeout, Ted, because of the momentum. Santa Clara had all the momentum in the world, and it just changed immediately after that timeout.
Now Santa Clara trying to see if they can recapture it now. Ball ripped away from Santos, and then he fouls. So frustration, and Mike Santos picks up his third foul for Santa Clara.
What you want out of your point guard is not to dribble the ball in transition. You want him immediately to catch the ball and look ahead. Great job by Carlin Hughes. 2 dribbles, throw over the top of the defense for an easy layup rather than pound the ball on the deck.
We got a sub that you often see here and take a top player out heading into a timeout zone. So Bryant goes out a minute before we get a break. It's pretty much becoming standard operating procedure now with so many Division I coaches where you have the automatic timeouts. O'Leary trying to spin move and lost the ball, but he got bailed out there. Well, not a great move, but somebody got called reaching in.
There is a conscious effort right now by the Gales to dribble drive and try to get to the rim. They're not looking for the perimeter shot right now.
Why would that be?
Because they struggled to score the ball. So now, get in the teeth of the defense and try to get in the bonus or get closer range shots. just as I say that.
And now the St. Mary's bench got a little life on it as Ben Allen drills the 3. He's chipped in 7 for the Gales, and they're within 7.
And it's been a 7-0 run since the Santa Clara timeout.
Foster tried to silence it. No. Harry Petty off the bench gives Santa Clara another try, but not a reset. Shot clock under 10. Rayhan, crowd helping with the count. Rayhan against the bigger man. He's got to step back, and he'll miss everything. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Yep, 2 shots that hit nothing. So even though the rebound was not corralled, it's a shot clock violation against Santa Clara. Well, the last timeout went St. Mary's way. 7 Gales out of the previous timeout woke up. They got 7 straight points to get back in this game.
And Ben Allen's doing a nice job of playing his minutes.
Santa Clara's got Bryant still on the floor, Foster on the floor, and a foul here. That dribble penetration, Eric, you hit that right on, Eric Musselman. The one thing it's done, it's picked up fouls, and here at 11:36 to go, St. Mary's is going to the line. They're in the bonus.
Phenomenal job with this much time at the 11:36 mark. Anytime now we're going to the line, St. Mary's is, as a coaching staff, they've got to be extremely happy. And on that pick and roll, McConnell had the throwback man. Ben Allen was wide open, but he elected to go to the rim, as I'm sure that's part of every timeout Coach Bennett and his staff emphasizing over and over and over to try to get in the lane.
Well, that's Eric Musselman, former coach, longtime coach. And here in the Levy Center, it's been a pretty raucous night before a sold-out crowd until the last couple of minutes, and St. Mary's has now scored 9 consecutive points. They worked themselves right back into this with plenty of time. Here's Rayhan. Foster, the leading Santa Clara scorer, only 1 basket so far, second half, 20 points total. John Bryant, 9 points total. Harry Petty cut off. And that ball out of bounds will stay to Santa Clara, but late clock now, 9 to shoot.
Foster has got to get more shot attempts, either through the offense or through him creating shots for himself by moving without the ball, or when he does catch it, creating something off the dribble.
The defender right now is McConnell, the freshman guard, and there's Foster getting it off the inbounds and scoring. It was Wayne Hunter for much of the first half, but McConnell's getting more of the action here in the second.
For good reason, Hunter got lit up.
Simpson against John Bryant. Diamond Simpson going to back Bryant in, and that's going to be out of bounds off St. Mary's. John Bryant's done a nice job. You hit this early, Eric, of holding his position tonight, defending at the post without fouling.
He does a great job of spacing. You see the space that he gives up, a quicker player by backing off. He's long enough where he can contest a jump shot, and he understands Simpson's quicker than me. I'm in an isolation system. I got to back off.
Harry Petty handling now for Santa Clara. Petty, Foster, and Rayhan, 3 guards, with Dowdle and Bryant. And a foul here is O'Leary of St. Mary's fouls. That'll be the 6th on the Gales here in the half.
I'm amazed and impressed with the patience that Foster has. He has not taken what you call a heat check shot. When you shoot the percentage he's shooting, usually guys will loft 1 or 2 up. He's got great shot selection.
Now, Foster's only taken 9 shots tonight. He's made 7 of them, and with 3 foul shots, 20 points. And he had 31 against St. Mary's a month ago. Now they get it to Bryant against Ben Allen. Double down by Simpson and a foul. So they doubled at the block, and that cost St. Mary's. Bryant will get to the line.
Ted, I'd love to coach a guy who goes 7 of 9 and isn't forcing shots. I know in the NBA, a guy like Gilbert Arenas or Ron Artest, those guys are heat checking every other time down the floor if they're shooting that percentage. Great maturity.